What is going on, Governor? It's Chisgule here, and today we are going to talk about 9 crucial, backbreaking mistakes that are commonly made in war. That's right, my friends. We're starting a war series. Part 1, general tips and mistakes made in war. Part 2, detailed breakdown of what your role should be in a war. And Part 3, the tactics that will help you completely annihilate your foes. So if you think this is the kind of thing you're interested in, you should definitely like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you know when these things are going live. We're going to do probably one of these war videos a week for the next 3 weeks, so strap yourselves in because this is going to be awesome. So, before I start, there's this awesome quote that I saw that is so perfect for this video, which is that a wise king never seeks out war, but must always be ready for it. So let's get into mistake number 1, which is exactly along those lines, which is that if you don't have resources, you can't heal your troops. And war depletes your resources so fast, it is unbelievable how many resources it takes to heal your severely wounded units. So, when I say you need resources, what kind of resources do you need? I don't know. If I was going to war with tier 4 troops, I would have no less than 10 million of each resource. No kidding. And look, you should have those resource tokens handy so that you can be ready for war. Now, I have way too many resources here because I'm preparing to use them for a event that rewards me for doing that. But you want to have resources. If you use all your tokens, you could be caught off guard. So don't ever use every single last resource token you have because if a war breaks out, you're doneski. Crucial mistake. Mistake number 2, and in a similar vein, is that you need to use those resources to heal your troops regularly. Don't wait until it's going to take like 2 days to heal all your troops. Keep your healing going on a relatively continuous basis and heal your troops in smaller batches. That way, you're not stuck waiting for all of those troops to be healed before you can get back in the fight at all. With that said, mistake number 3 is to burn through all your speed ups before a war has happened. You should never be out of speed ups. You should always have some amount of speed ups available because you are going to use literally days of speed ups to heal through your hospital capacity even just once or twice. It's incredible how many severely wounded units you're going to have. So have those speed ups ready so that you can heal in war because if you can't heal, you are doneski. Now, with that said, there's another situation, and this is mistake number 4, that could cause you to experience serious pain, which is that your hospitals have a limited capacity. If you don't level up your hospitals, you could hit that capacity, especially if you run out of sources and speed ups to be clearing out your hospital. And severely wounded units just die at that point. If your hospital capacity is full, severely injured units, they just die. That is a terrible, terrible situation. So you should be upgrading these regularly. But with that said, upgrading these things takes an unbelievable amount of resources. You can see here to go from 21 to 22 is going to take a total of like 30 million resources. Hoo-wee! That is expensive. But when you think about the cost of losing permanently 5,000 tier 4 troops, like, yeah, the cost is justified. And the upside is that these buildings have a relatively low build time for the amount of power that they give. So it's good to level these up during an event that rewards you for building power from constructing new buildings. The next crucial mistake is that if you are in a situation where you have to tap out, if you keep scouting, if you keep engaging in little fights when you really should be tapping out and disengaging from a war, you're going to have a buff called War Frenzy. It increases your attack by 3%, but means you also cannot use a Peace Shield. A Peace Shield means you can't be attacked, and you need to Peace Shield if you are in trouble. So if you are getting to a point where you can't really battle effectively, you're running out of resources, your hospital capacities are full, you might need to stop attacking so that you can potentially drop a Peace Shield. Now, the other option, and this is mistake number 6, is not being ready to teleport or not teleporting when you need to. Yes, my friends, you can teleport out of a bad situation, assuming that your troops are back in town and assuming that you are not actively being attacked at your home city. So, I've got a bunch of these teleports sort of accumulating, and that'll be really good when Kingdom vs. Kingdom comes out. By the way, card in the top for the huge announcement very recently about Kingdom vs. Kingdom. Anyways, you can teleport even if you are being rallied. As long as that rally hasn't actually made contact with your city, you can get out of dodge, and you should do that. This is a pretty good time if you're in a panic to random teleport, but remember, you can't do this if your armies are out. And you also can't do it if your scouts are out. So you need to start to think about tactically coming closer to your city, being less aggressive if you're going to need to make a strategic retreat. Now, mistake number 7 is being afraid to smash people on defense. Because, my friends, you can smash on defense. Let me pull up a war report that was relatively recent. The context of this war doesn't matter. What matters is that I was defending Zilong, one of my allies, and we had only 420,000 troops on defense, and they were rallying us with 1.4 million troops, with, by the way, Hannibal Barca, who's a monster. So, yeah, we defended, and the casualties were surprising. I thought I was going to lose like half of my troops that I had committed to this battle, and only 24,000 of our units died. They lost 45,000 units, and that is because of this magical building called the Watchtower, and the Watchtower is a serious beast on defense. I'm not going to read this to you now, but you should check out how that Watchtower works. It is a beautiful thing, and if you look in this battle report, you can see here that the owner of this city, Zilong, they had, it looks like in the report that 26,000 of their units died. That's actually not true. That's 26,000 garrison damage, which you can see there, the little castle icon is showing you that. So being the defender is not half bad, and those of us who were supporting Zilong, we did have deaths. We did have permanent deaths, and losing 11,000 troops does really kind of sting. I was freaking out in that video. Oh my gosh. You can see that live stream. It was pretty bananas. So, anyways, you should not be afraid to smash on defense and really punish people for attacking your city, because the defender receives a lot of advantages, and I think that's a good thing for the health of the game. Otherwise, attacking would be maybe too powerful. All right. The 8th crucial mistake in war is attacking major points of interest, attacking other cities, rather than engaging in open field combat. And unless you are seriously trying to send a message that says, I am trying to wipe you off the face of the earth, you should not be rallying people's cities. You should not be attacking as an individual some player's city unless you've like scouted it and you know for sure there's really nothing there, because you're going to take major deaths by making those attacks. In fact, I've got a video of us taking recently the Lost Temple. I'll have a card over here. I'm still figuring out which way I need to point. Anyways, I'll have a card over there where you can see that like someone attacked the Lost Temple accidentally right after we were had taken it and defended it, and we had like somewhere in the realm of 1.8 million troops defending it, and they attacked with 157,000 troops unintentionally, and every single one of their troops died. Yeah, man. You want to engage in open field combat unless you are really trying to make a statement. Let your whales handle the rallies against the players you are trying to really make a statement toward, or to capture that crucial point. Now, the final crucial mistake is sending too many armies out onto the battlefield. Yes, just because you can send 4 or 5 armies doesn't mean you necessarily should, because let me tell you, war is chaotic. You're going to lose track of where those troops are. You're going to tell them to attack an army, and that army is going to retreat, and you're going to be looking at your hospital because you should be healing in batches, and your troops are going to get out of position. You're going to get caught out of position, and they're going to be attacked by a bunch of folks, and you're going to find suddenly you've got 50 to 100,000 severely wounded units in your hospital. Savaged, all because you couldn't pay attention. And look, like the war is so chaotic, it's hard to keep track of where everything is. I would rather have a couple units, couple armies strategically used that I can keep track of than a whole bunch of folks that are running all over the place and get caught out of position. So, my friends, I hope that this video has been helpful. And if it has, please do, again, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. If there's any other tips that you have that we should be talking about, let me know. This is going to be a 3-part series. More awesome stuff to come. And if you guys really like it, maybe we'll do some additional videos too. Those likes and subscribes will help let me know that this is what you want to see. Until next time, my friends, you have fun smashing the kingdom.